Title: The Battle of the Celestial Seas. Chapter 1: The Gathering Storm. In the year 2247, humanity had spread across the galaxy, establishing colonies on countless worlds. The United Galactic Federation, UGF, governed these territories, maintaining peace through a powerful fleet of starships. But peace was fragile, and the galaxy was vast. The Eclipse, a state-of-the-art battleship commanded by Captain Elias Kane, patrolled the outer rim of UGF space. The Eclipse was a marvel of engineering, equipped with advanced plasma cannons, missile launchers, and a cloaking device. Its crew, a mix of seasoned veterans and young recruits, was among the best in the fleet. One fateful day, the Eclipse, CERN, received a distress signal from a remote colony on the planet Lyra Prime. The signal was garbled, but one word came through clearly: Invasion. Chapter 2: The Enemy Revealed. Captain Kane ordered the Eclipse to Lyra Prime at maximum speed. As they approached the planet, they were met with a horrifying sight: a massive alien fleet, their ships sleek and menacing, orbiting the planet. The colony was in ruins, its cities burning. The alien ships, identified as the Vorgon Collective, were unlike anything the UGF had encountered. Their vessels were faster, more maneuverable, and armed with energy weapons that could slice through the toughest armor. The Vorgon were a ruthless species, bent on conquest and destruction. The Eclipse engaged the Vorgon fleet in a desperate attempt to buy time for the colony's evacuation. The battle was fierce, with plasma bolts and missiles lighting up the void of space. The Eclipse's cloaking device gave them an edge, allowing them to strike from the shadows, but the Vorgon's numbers were overwhelming. Chapter 3: The Tide. Turns. As the battle raged on, the Eclipse received reinforcements in the form of the UGF fleet, led by Admiral Helena Drake aboard the flagship Titan. The Titan was a behemoth, armed with a devastating railgun capable of piercing through multiple ships in a single shot. The combined fleet launched a coordinated assault on the Vorgon forces. The Eclipse and Titan worked in tandem, with the Eclipse using its cloaking device to flank the enemy, while the Titan's railgun delivered punishing blows. The Vorgon fleet began to falter, their ships falling one by one. But the Vorgon were not easily defeated. Their command ship, a massive dreadnought known as the Doomhammer, entered the fray. The Doomhammer was a floating fortress, bristling with weapons and protected by an impenetrable energy shield. Chapter 4: The Final Gambit. Admiral Drake knew that the Doomhammer had to be destroyed if they were to win the battle. She devised a risky plan. The Eclipse would use its cloaking device to get close to the Doomhammer and plant a series of EMP charges on its hull, disabling its shields and weapons. Captain Kane and his crew accepted the mission, knowing it was a suicide run. The Eclipse cloaked and slipped through the Vorgon fleet, evading detection until they were within striking distance of the Doomhammer. The crew planted the charges and prepared to make their escape, but the Vorgon detected them and opened fire. The Eclipse was hit, its cloaking device failing and its hull breached. Captain Kane ordered the crew to abandon ship, but he stayed behind to manually detonate the charges. As the escape pods launched, the Eclipse was engulfed in a blinding explosion, taking the Doomhammer with it. Chapter 5: Victory and Loss. With the Doomhammer destroyed, the Vorgon fleet was thrown into disarray. The UGF fleet pressed, the attack driving the remaining Vorgon ships out of the system. The battle was won, but at a great cost. The Eclipse and its brave crew were lost, and the colony on Lyra Prime was in ruins. Admiral Drake mourned the loss of Captain Kane and his crew, but she knew their sacrifice had saved countless lives. The UGF fleet returned to Earth, where they were hailed as heroes. The Battle of Lyra Prime became a symbol of humanity's resilience and determination in the face of overwhelming odds. Epilogue: The Legacy. The Eclipse and its crew were remembered as legends, their names etched into the annals of history. The UGF, now more vigilant than ever, began to fortify its defenses and prepare for the next inevitable conflict. The Vorgon Collective, though defeated, remained a lurking threat in the shadows of the galaxy. Captain Elias Kane's final words, transmitted to the Titan before the Eclipse's destruction, became a rallying cry for the UGF, for the stars, for humanity, and for the future. And so, humanity continued to reach for the stars, knowing that the battles they fought today would shape the destiny of generations to come. The war of ships was far from over, but the legacy of the Eclipse would endure, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. The End.